Hi everyone, welcome. I'm Victoria, and today, can you feel the energy in my voice? Today we have just a very gentle energy, beautiful energy coming through, really nurturing energy. And from the beginning, I knew we would be talking about something related to ascension. What this message and this energy will carry is assistance, I guess, for us to ascend on our ascension journey. So yeah, I feel like today is a really a special one. All the messages just are special, but this one came through in a very interesting way. So I really want to start sharing with you guys what happened. So I got into meditation so that I can receive some messages. And what actually happened is that one of my, I guess it's like a blue avian guide. I wouldn't particularly say that it's my spirit guide, but I like a kind of like a guide, like a contact. I hope you know what I mean. They came to me and it was really weird. Looked a bit like very cartoony, and I was like, "You look interesting." And he was a very masculine energy. Told me that this is just a form that I find in a way appealing or not scary. Let's say that. So that's why he used that kind of form. Not that he actually looks like that. So I won't even fully explain what it looked like. Anyway, he came through a portal, and I really feel like people who feel connected to blue avians, and probably everyone who watches this, who feels drawn to watching this and doesn't feel like they're blue avian necessarily, I feel like you all are very good at creating portals and opening portals to wherever you need to go. And you probably do that a lot unconsciously, and you're in spirit, maybe when you sleep and so on. So yeah, we went through this portal because he wanted to show me something, and we just went into the stars, I guess, the sky, the space, I guess, and I turned around and I felt like the galaxy itself started talking. Like it's like it's weird because it's trying to convey the message to me. Like it became like a face so that it could talk to me. So it really reminded me that we already know. I'm guessing we already know that we can talk with plants. We can communicate, with crystals and other beings, but we should also remember and realize that we can also communicate with galaxies, connect with the whole energy of a galaxy and communicate with that in some way, and also communicate with the air and every single particle in the air as well. So yeah, it's remembering our connection to everything. And what happened after that is I felt like there was some darkness coming through. And part of it, I think, is a message to say that there will be darkness coming from the outside and maybe seeking you out in some way or just affecting you in some way. And when that happens, all we need to do is relax into it and not be scared of it, because there is a light within us. It really, it's like it showed me a particle in us, maybe in our heart, or like a crystal looking thing in us that it's so bright that it protects us. And if we just relax and stay calm, get into maybe meditation, just relax your body, relax your mind, relax your emotions. Nothing can hurt you. Nothing can possess you. Nothing can do anything to you, because you are protected by yourself, by your own light. So believing in your own strength keeps you protected. You don't even need to put up shields. You don't need to worry. And I could also feel that some of this darkness is there to teach us. For a lot of us, this relaxing into the darkness and starting to understand it more will teach us a lot about our inner darkness that's still there. And we will have some of that. And it will, in a way, help us balance ourselves. So it's important not to panic. When you feel the heaviness, when you feel like you're feeling negative or darkness around you, just relax. Everything will be fine. And after that, what I really saw is that that part in us, or there's, I even forgot to mention, there's something about Andromeda. Back when I was looking at the galaxy, there's something about Andromeda, and I feel like blue avian energies are somehow connected to Andromeda. I'm not sure how, but that's really strongly coming through. Anyway, what I felt, what I heard was what I received, that we all have this blue avian part in us that needs to be activated in a different way than every other part, I guess. It needs to be consciously activated. And every single human carries that. So every human can activate that part of themselves. And of course, everyone will be led to that information when they're ready for it. So you watching this must mean that you're ready to awaken that part of you. So what you need to do is put one of your hands on your heart and the other on the plexus, the area above your belly button. And let's try to do that right now if you want to. Put your hands there, relax. Take a deep breath. And set the intention that you're ready. You're ready to activate that piece of blue avian within you. You're ready to activate that energy within you. And ready to step into that next part of your life where you embody more of this energy. So yeah, if you did it now, nice. If you didn't, you can do that in your own time whenever you're ready. But I think it's really important to connect to that energy right now, and I guess reap the rewards. And it is possible that connecting to that energy, like I just did now, I guess, and activating it will, and somehow bring things through. That for some, that might be the catalyst to some of the darkness coming. And that's when the advice is to relax, be calm. Everything will be fine. It's coming, it's showing up for a reason. The more light you shine, the more darkness you see. So yeah. And there was more. After that, I really felt like when you activate this, it's time to also activate your imagination and allow yourself to use your imagination more. Like, pretend like you have a magic wand. Like, if you literally have some kind of wand like this, great. If you don't, pretend like it's just in your hand. And feel like when you wave it around, feel the energy. If you want to, you can try doing some kind of clearing on yourself to clear with this wand and feel the energy move when you move the wand. But also, you don't even have to physically do anything. It's about imagining. It's all about imagination and what's in your head. So just sitting down, imagining that like you're waving a wand and you're just making things happen. Like creating energy around you that's putting you in like a kind of bubble that can heal you, or a bubble that can protect you, or somehow using all of this to your benefit, using the magic, I guess, to your benefit, and using your imagination and trusting and believing that it is actually happening. Because if you don't believe that it's happening, even now when doing the activation, if you don't believe that you're gonna activate that part, it's not gonna activate. But you're here watching this because you're ready to believe. You're ready to take that next step, and that's why you were called to this video. And that's why the blue avians are sending through this message right now. We're getting that message from the energy. And yeah, it's just so strong. And I feel like really it's time to get to the next level of ascension. Like I said from the start, I feel like we're going to talk about ascension, and we are. So yes, I think that was all. So let's get to the cards. And I usually don't do this. I like shuffling the cards most of the cards at least, while filming. But this time they told me to shuffle, to get all the cards beforehand. So I have them all here for us, ready to just be put out here and seen. So let's see. I really feel like what's gonna come through in these cards is kind of like explanation of how this energy will help us, how activating the blue avian energy will help us, and kind of why we need it. So we have the wastelands and the sacred waters here. And so interesting that here, you are being prompted to tend to your garden, because the water is almost barely there, and we can't survive without water. By the way, blue, of course I forgot, and of course I'm reminded now, thanks. By the water, blue, connecting to the energy of the blue. Like I said, the sky, the galaxies, the sea, we see at least some of that as blue. So connecting to that energy of blue. And what else I received as well is there's something, this blue avian energy, I feel like it's connected to the creation, like when things were created, when the color blue was created. I feel like the blue avians are directly connected in some way to that energy of one of the first creations, I guess, the color blue. Anyway, so connecting with blue, connecting with water really will be important in these days. So wearing blue, trying to take baths, or if you live near water, then literally going into the water, drinking a lot of water as well. Because blue and water is important, and water also carries memories and emotions. So I feel like we have been so emotionally exhausted, and it's really time to fill our cup. Because if you're not fully filling your cup, you can't overflow and fill everyone else's cup too. How we fill others is how we help others, is by overfilling our cup. And then when it overflows, that's when, the water is going to everyone else. So if we're not doing that, it's just not working out. And I feel like most people probably know this, maybe to some of you I sound like a broken record now. Yeah, fill your cup. I know that. I know, but I don't think we fully do it anyway. And I think that's why it keeps coming through, this message. We really need to fully take care of ourselves, because if we are not taken care of, we will not be able to do what we came here to do. And for some of us, we came here to help others. Some others maybe came for a different reason. But again, they need to fill their cup so that they can live and do that. So like even thinking about the basic needs of a human, like sleeping, we need enough sleep. Yeah, that one is for me for sure. And to get a good night's sleep, resting, like being able to be relaxed and calm when you're sleeping, not being on edge. Eating, properly nourishing your body, maybe trying to eat something blue as well. That might work as well. But properly nourishing your body, treating your body as a temple and not as a trash can. And trying to eat as much light as possible. So plants, as much plants as possible. And then I guess the third one would be creation or reproducing. So create. Whatever you feel like you need to create. And creation is not just like making something with your hands, but it's like what you bring to this world in any form that you are most suited to create in. So yeah, all of these things are vital for us, and we need this. We need it to survive, to keep going, and to actually have our cup filled, and then, recharge your energy. Again, sleeping, but it's not even just sleeping, recharging your energy. Some people, probably a lot of us, need a lot of alone time because we just get overwhelmed by people's energies, and that's completely normal. And not feeling bad for taking care of yourself, because it really all starts in us. If you are setting intentions like, I want the world to be a better place, I want the world to be like this. Wait, what are you doing, guys? Who are setting intentions like that? You should really be starting with yourself. If you're not on that level, how are you expecting the whole world to get on that level? We need to work on ourselves. And once we work on ourselves and we're at a point where we're ready for it, things will naturally change. The world will start becoming a better place. But we're not there yet because people keep thinking, oh, I need to focus on everyone else. I need to focus on the world. And, if I'm thinking about myself, that's selfish, but it's not. You're literally being told it's time to rest and focus on self-care. And I think some of this blue avian energy is really, like I said, it might bring some people some darkness. It might start making you feel exhausted after having this activation, because you're going to start realizing, wait, I'm not filling my cup. I'm just using mine and filling everyone else's, and mine isn't even half full. What am I doing? You're going to be forced into replenishing your energy, into finding ways to take care of yourself. So, I'd like to tell you don't get to that point, but everyone, likes to do things in a different way. Some people like to go to the extremes. So maybe you're going to experience extreme exhaustion soon. And then you're going to be thinking like, oh yeah, I need to rest, or I need to do something to get energy back. So yeah, water again. Before I even unveiled the card, I was thinking, yeah, water, using water to help replenish you as well. And the seeds of Mintaka coming through is not surprising because it's water. Again, water is so important. And maybe speaking to water and putting good vibrations into the water, or good frequency into the water, can somehow help you as well, and then drinking it or bathing in it. And I feel like using your voice as well, so speaking to it, like speaking nice words to it, or singing nice songs, or playing nice music to the water, and using that as well as an ascension tool in a way. But yes, I feel like a lot of things will be brought to light. Again, when you shine the light, a lot of the shit can be seen. So you're gonna see a lot more of your shit, but you're also gonna see a lot more of your treasure. So it's gonna be an exciting time, but also, can be an exhausting time. But this is needed. I really think this is needed. Was I not saying that I really felt like there's something about Andromeda, like the blue avian energy itself is somehow connected to Andromeda. So adventure and say yes to change, again, it's gonna force you to change. If you are not actually making these changes, but if you don't feel like, oh, I want to make this change, the energy is gonna force you to change. So you will experience that very, very soon. And allow yourself to relax into it again and just go for it. Go with what excites you as well. Follow excitement, because excitement is like, it shows you the path that you need to go towards. So at one point you're excited about one thing, then you do it and you're like, oh, now I'm excited to go and do something else. And then you're excited to go and do another thing. Keep following what excites you, because that's the path for you. And the path is not linear. The path is always going to be, looking like it's going from one thing to another, but they're all connected. Everything is connected. So yeah, and eventually I think we'll all realize what's happening, what we're doing. It's just going to take some time for our, I guess, consciousness to be able to handle that kind of information. That's definitely coming through. Double mission. The light worker and starseed. Serve the world by being you. Exactly. All of these like things, different things that you feel excited by and that are like pulling you from one end to another. Like, oh, now I'm excited about this and now about that. And then this. All of these things make you who you are and make you shine more. The more excited you are, the more you're shining, and the more exciting things you do, the more exciting things come in front of you. So you can keep being as happy as you can. And I feel like you guys really are watching this because you're on the level that, this is already maybe happening to some of you, or if it isn't yet, it's gonna start happening because you're ready for it. So accept it. Accept this. It's like a blessing. It really feels like a blessing. At some points it might feel like a curse. But those parts are necessary. Because everything is, like a wave pattern. Nothing is, straight or just one. Everything goes good, bad, or up, down, negative, positive. So yes, be yourself. And I really feel like unlocking this energy now will really, and activating it is really gonna show you more of your path as well, more of your starseed path, more of your mission, and you're gonna start realizing really what is your part to play in all of this. Because a lot of us, maybe we know a few things here and there, but for the most part, I think we're very confused. At least our human minds are. And we're like, I don't know exactly what I'm supposed to do. I guess I'll just follow the breadcrumbs or whatever. But now I think there's more information will be given, because we're going to be ready when you activate this energy in you, and when you deal with not your cup not being full, when you actually fill your cup, that's when you're ready, and more of the information will really start coming through in some kind of way. Maybe it will literally be told to you by someone or something, or you might start really feeling it, like, oh, I really enjoy doing that, and people really also like it when I do that. So if I like it and they like it, maybe this is my thing. I don't know. We also have Krishna here, and again, blue, like blue, not just things, but the beings as well. I feel like everything that holds the color blue has some connection to the blue avians. I might be speaking like complete bullshit here, but that's really what I'm feeling is coming through here. And all of these blue beings that we see in history, maybe they're some kind of in some kind of way connected to this energy. And they, like, there's something about having specific messages Like maybe looking into Krishna. I don't. This is kind of embarrassing. I don't even know what he's a god of. It would be nice if I knew. I feel like it could answer some questions. But yeah, what does it say here? Trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. Well, I feel like I've already said this already now, that we are ready. Our commitment has been recognized because we've been doing work. We've been, doing whatever everyone has been doing. All of us, I guess, not everyone else. We were doing our work, and then we reached this point where we're ready for this. They're recognizing us. Like the reason that that being came to me is to show me all of that, to tell me all of this, and to tell me that we're ready. To tell us that we're ready, not just me, tell us. And to tell us to keep trusting our guidance. And yeah, we might not fully know where we're going, but there's no need to fully know where you're going. Will you enjoy your life if you knew? No. At least I don't think I would. Like, maybe a bit. I do like reading like the end of a book before I sometimes, not always, before I continue it. So I want to know if it's worth reading. Not always though, again. But yeah, there's most of the time there's no point, because if you see the end, what's the point of going through it? And sometimes you might feel like, oh, I don't want to end up like that. Like a few years ago, if you told me I was doing this, I would think, oh my God, what am I doing? Is there even a point to living? I mean, I'm sure none of us will react like that exactly. Now, with what we know, with everything we know and the level we're at, I don't think we'll react like that seeing the end of our story. But still, I really feel like it's important not to know everything. So just trust. We also have Melchizedek here with higher learning. You've learned from experience, and now more inner study is required. So yes, we have been, again, doing so much work. We've done enough learning. It really feels like most of us here, most of us, I mean, I think everyone here watching probably has learned enough from previous lives that you don't really need this life to up-level your soul or something. You're here for another reason. And we as humans have done enough learning to the point where now it's time to tap more into, maybe some of us will be tapping into the Akashic records, and some into our personal energy, like our higher self energy, or the blue avian energy as well, of course. And tapping into that will bring the knowledge. In the past, to learn a language, you needed to spend a lot of time and work really hard to remember all these things. But now it's gonna be as easy as spending some time to, tap into the grid, let's say, and get the information from there. For some, this will be enough. It's crazy to think that, but for some it will be enough. And for some, it will be a very helpful tool where it will cut your learning time in half. And it doesn't have to, cut your learning time 100%. Even cutting it in half or even less than half is quite an accomplishment and quite useful. And it's not just obviously just about learning languages, everything else, like lessons. We can all access that information, or how to do certain things. It's time that we start really tapping into that, because we are more connected than we ever were now. So all we need to do is really just believe and trust that it's actually happening. And like I said, use your imagination. The more you use your imagination and actually believe it and feel it in your body, the more tapped in you get, the more plugged in a way you get. We also have here the cosmic pearl. Expand your psychic gifts and open the gate to the angelic realms. And I was just talking about something that's, like a psychic gift. It's like I said, we are the most connected now than we ever have been before. So we are able to expand as much as possible and use as many of our gifts as possible. And all we need to do is trust and believe, and we can enter this, unicorn kingdom. You can enter, go to the Akashic records. You can go to another galaxy if you wanted to. Now is the time to start practicing using your gifts. And some people, for example, will be able to just astral travel somewhere, but that's not everyone's unique skill. So others might not see anything, but experience it and feel it in their body and just download the information. Or others might hear all of the information. It will be different for all of us, but it's time to start using that, and it's time to start really trying to go to other places and trying to explore and learn more, because I really feel strongly that a lot of beings, and not just the blue avians, a lot of your star families, a lot of your friends, everyone that you're connected to that's not here on Earth, even the ones here on Earth, I really feel like they really want to connect more with you. They want to talk with you, and they want to do it personally, because a lot of times they send messages through me or through others, but they want to connect, one-on-one, and you can do that. You're ready to do that. We're all ready to do that. We also have pure intention here. Surrender your ego and find clarity. So I want to go back to that believing. Your ego is going to tell you, this is bullshit. This is not happening to me right now. I'm not experiencing this. I'm not hearing this. I'm not, seeing this. This is just, my imagination. Oh yeah, it looks like a cartoon. It must be my imagination. It doesn't work like that. Sometimes I want to elaborate on if you see things like a cartoon thing, because I think it's really important, because it does happen to people. Even people who are, more tapped in, as I said. That just means that your ego and your mind is not ready to see fully everything, or is like, sometimes it can be that it's too overactive. But a lot of times I really feel like it's just the beginning, or at the start, that's what happens. Later on, if you keep practicing and keep doing it, you might see that you will see more different kind of looking shapes. But sometimes there's some things that we even have never seen, like something that our imagination or our eye or inner eye can't project to us, because we've never seen or experienced anything like that before. So in that case, things might come through looking cartoony, or they might come through in some kind of weird language, or I guess geometry, or even the ear ringing. Someone is sending us a message, but we just aren't calibrated to hear it right now. We'll just experience it somehow later. So yeah, allow your ego to calm down and not run the party, because it's time to really find clarity in yourself. And the more you let go of the ego, the more you find clarity, and the more connected you are. And again, blue, forest spirit. You have the wisdom to make changes in your life if you act with authority and let it go. Oh, and let go of doubt. But why was I saying let it go? It's like, let it go. Let go of the doubt. Let go of the notion that you need to be an authority figure or the way that you perceive things. Sometimes it's nice to explain it, like to explain things in certain ways, like I am an authority figure over this person, for example, like I don't know, I'm teaching them, but the way that humans think of it is like a hierarchy, but it is in a way a hierarchy, but it's also not, because it's all connected and it's all love. But with humans, I feel like that's missing. So I feel like there's something about letting some of that go, some of the hierarchical stuff go. But yes, you have the wisdom. We all have the wisdom to make changes, and it's time. I mean, you made a change to your life just by watching this video. Your life is never gonna be the same after this. Sorry. And something about spirits, again, connecting to different spirits of the force, spirits of wherever that you feel drawn to connect with as much as you can, and try to see and discern, you know, what energy is actually like higher vibrational energy, like lighter, and what is like denser and more negative, I guess. Use your discernment and start learning, because otherwise you're gonna get a big shock, I feel like, in a few years if you haven't learned all of this. Maybe not even in a few years, maybe less. Anyway, guys, this has been such a long video. I hope that you enjoyed it and found this helpful. I found it really interesting, so yeah. Let me know in the comments if any of this resonates and how you feel about this and what you think about all of this. I'm really curious to know. And if you ever get any kind of messages, I'm also really curious about what you guys receive too. Anyway, if you are interested in a personal reading, details of how you can contact me are down below. I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope I see you in my next video. Bye!